over 6 5-minute rounds, and one fall, one submission or a knockout will decide the winner. On my right, in the red corner from Bexley, will you welcome please Steve Kelly. His opponent on my left and in the blue corner, presenting from Leamington Spa, headbanger Tony Walsh. And the referee for this contest, as you can see, with 2 referees. The first contest is going to be refereed by the former European welterweight champion from Rushden, Ken Joyce.
Wonderful fans, good afternoon to you, and we're very glad to be here at the Civic Hall, Guildford, and even more glad that you joined us, because this first bout of 3 really good ones here this afternoon is a heavyweight contest. Tony Walsh, Banger Walsh as he's known, from Leamington Spa in his usual black gear, and he takes on a man who we first saw on television way back in 1979. In fact, in 1977, I think, when he was only 16 years old, weighing 11.5 stone. He's now weighing 15 stone. His name is Steve Kelly from Bexley Heath. 6 5-minute rounds, 1 fall to decide. Another interesting point about this bout, refereed for the first time on television by the former European welterweight champion, the one and only Ken Joyce of Rushden. What a wrestler that man was. I've never seen him referee, although he's been refereeing something since his retirement. So 6 5-minute rounds, 1 fall to decide. Walsh in the black versus Kelly. Knowing Ken Joyce, the referee as I know him, and have known him for so many years now, I don't think he'll stand much nonsense from Walsh, because one of the fairest wrestlers in the business himself, I cannot see him standing for any nonsense. He'll allow one of those, but you noticed that Walsh stayed right back when he thought of a second. Walsh trying to get a head scissors escape out of this, but his right arm is caught by the left knee there, behind the left knee of his opponent. Side headlock free now. Head scissors on. Bridge all the way on tiptoe. Just the top of his head and the tip of his toes touching the canvas only. Not easy.
What do you say? Dave!
He's really caught in the head scissors though, isn't he? And remember, this being a 1-fall contest, neither man is going to take too many risks early on. There's 2 minutes left in this first round of 6. I don't know why he doesn't try and turn into his man. I did it without my advice. Okay. He had a lot of trouble there, and if he'd just turned into his man earlier, he could have spread the knees more quickly. That fine guillotine back elbow as his man goes down is okay once.
6, 7.
And again, we notice that Banger Walsh doesn't try it a second time with Ken Joyce in the ring as the third man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He's got the folded leg nicely. And he's got 1 minute to make some use of it.
referee, sir. No. No referee, sir. No. No.
So still with that folded leg now, still trying to weaken that left leg of Walsh. Walsh, I think in vain, trying to counter with that stranglehold, a little bit loose. Right hand not working the headlock quite like him. Only just a little more than 10 seconds to go. Let's have a look at Banger Walsh first. I know we've seen more of him on television than his opponent, but let's have a look at him if you only just turn around so we can see him in his usual black gear there. Tony Walsh, Banger Walsh from Leamington Spa, 17 stone 2 now, believe it or not, this man. He really has put on a lot of weight. And his opponent, a mere 15 stone, Steve Kelly from Bexley Heath.
Seconds away, round 2.
Round 2, no score, of course, because here at the Civic Hall, Guildford, this first preliminary contest at heavyweight between Walsh and Kelly is a 1-fall contest, refereed by Ken Joyce of Rushton. Ken Joyce, the former European welterweight champion. Walsh in his black tights, black boots, and black wrestling gear all together, except for that white stripe down the side. Well, it's a nice figure 4 leg lock from reverse position here by Walsh. Nice wrestler. If he wants to be a wrestler and play by the rules, he really is good. But unfortunately, he loses his cool too quickly. Trying a double wrist lock. Not good against.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Kelly does a jump step over toe hold onto that Walsh left leg, which he's trying to weaken. He started in the first round and he's continuing with a good work now. Yes, it's Folder again. And he's even thinking of a single leg Boston. I don't think he'll get Walsh over. He's bit near the ropes anyway. Yes, he's going to be too near the ropes if he turns him. He hasn't even turned him yet. Well, there's the single leg Boston on, but all Walsh has to do is just climb through and even just touch that bottom rope, and the break will come. That's if he gets into too much trouble from that move, which he hasn't. And again, Walsh relies on his triangle hold escape.
Right.
And finally, into the ropes for the win. Well, this is a new Tony Walsh, the way he's shaking hands now. Nicely trying a folding cross by Kelly.
1, 2, 3.
Very much too deliberate there. Took too much time over it. Finger interlock Walsh and trying to get his man in position for a post game, but he couldn't do it. Kelly saw it coming. Nice turn. 2 minutes to go. And Kelly doing nicely on that reverse move. And the double-handed wrist lever into the arm lock by Kelly. Kelly putting his head down rather than up in order to avoid that scissors. A nice tight strangle hold now by Kelly. And a head mare finished by Kelly, but he still hasn't finished, going for the
Tony.
also loose face bar over the mouth, not as I thought he was going for this round hold again. And of course that lets Walsh out. Less than a minute to go, round 2. Less than 30 seconds now. I like the way he does that reverse side headlock. I don't think it's going to do him any good this time. He brought his man down all right, but facing the wrong way, and won't help him in the last 8.
2, 3,
Even a good hold on.
5, 6.
Right on the bell now, round 2. We've only once seen before on the small screen Steve Kelly from Bexley Heath. That was in February 1977 we saw him. I haven't seen him on television since because he's been abroad a lot of the time. 16 years old, this fella, when he was first appeared on television.
Seconds away, round 3.
I guess that makes him about 6 years more now, so 7 years more nearly. So we're getting on to the 23-year-old. Round 3, 4 to go, 1 fall to decide this bout. Kelly, the blonde, with a crossed stripe leotard, silver boots there. Nice looking fellow. Taking on Tony Walsh, who hasn't given him his due in these early rounds. Bent the rules once, or even tried to. Due to the fact that they're Ken Joyce. Very strict referee indeed down there, watching every move he makes. Nice trip by Kelly.
Come on. Tony.
Kelly better not get too complacent here. He's got a nice figure 4 leg lock there, but he's too near the ropes anyway. It just looks as though he's going a little too deliberately, and Walsh, dangerous customer. Like, for instance, that knee drop.
3, 4, 5, 6.
This is 2 stone heavier, of course, than Kelly, Walsh. And going for the double arm suplex. Now, if he gets him over the top, he could follow up quickly with a cross press. No, doesn't bother with it. Still weakness.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Mistimed it, but at least he stopped. He walks into a 4-arm smash.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And just up at 9.5 there. Time for Walsh to pull him down a cross press. He must have him so weakened now. Surely this could be it. It is. So in 2 minutes, 33 seconds of round 3, Walsh the winner by the 1 fall required, and without a single foul move by Tony Walsh, which is a change. Brian Crabtree, our MC.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen, in round 3. The winner, Tony Walsh. And an appreciation for the red corner, Steve Kelly.